Gordonsville is located in Orange County, Virginia. It's famous for its fried chicken. After the Civil War, women carried and served chicken, pie, and coffee to passengers as they stopped at the train depot. And these women were very savvy entrepreneurs. Let's explore this piece of hidden history. Our first stop today is the Gordonsville Famous Fried Chicken Festival. This event happens each year to celebrate the special heritage of the entrepreneurial and cuisine specialists, the Gordonsville Waiter Carriers. Emily Winkie tells us more about Gordonsville and its special history. Tell me about Gordonsville.
The town of Gordonsville basically talk about Southeast Gordonsville versus the other side. So the town is separated by the railroad track. When the train came through, they could pick their fried chicken and serve it to the people. And that was their income. They were entrepreneurs early in life.
We're here at the Famous Fried Chicken Festival. How important is this festival?
It is so important for even my grandchildren to understand that we're continuing to tell the story of our ancestors as to how they made money at an early age.
Tell me about your business.
Southern Taste, we sell Southern cuisine, and we love what we do.
So you're here at the Famous Fried Chicken Festival. Tell me about the tradition of fried chicken in your family.
Fried chicken was a staple that was always prepared on Sundays. My family and I would sit around and we make sure it had a crunch to it. We always had to have a crunch.
And why is it important to keep that tradition? Why are you keeping that tradition?
I'm keeping that tradition for my kids and for my son that's in there, for his kids, and it's just a part of our culture.
Can you tell me the recipe?
Sure.
Really?
I'll tell you the recipe. Lots of love.
We're a church family oriented where what we do with our chicken, we raise funds to feed the homeless. That's the purpose of why we're here today. The competition is a bonus, but basically that's what we do. We just raise funds and help out the community. We have won 5 times already. We're always gonna win. And the reason I say that is because it's not really about a trophy, but because we're here with the community. We're family.
Can you tell me your recipe?
I can tell you the recipe because I want to stay alive as long as I can with my wife. And as you see, Orange County has been a great county to us, and it shows. Our line is, beyond expectations all the time.
Famous Fried Chicken Festival is truly an amazing event to honor the history here. However, there's much more to this history. Just up the street from the festival is the historical Exchange Hotel. Because of its strategic location, in 1862, the Exchange Hotel became part of the Gordonsville Receiving Hospital, taking in more than 23,000 sick and wounded from nearby battlefields such as Cedar Mountain and Chancellorsville. Soldiers were literally brought in by the trainloads. Although this was primarily a Confederate facility, the hospital treated the wounded from both sides. 26 Union soldiers died here as well. By the end of the Civil War, 70,000 men had been treated at the Gordonsville Receiving Hospital. The hospital also served newly freed slaves as a Freedmen's Bureau hospital. After the Civil War, the Exchange again became a hotel and one of the places the Waiter Carriers did business. 2 major rail lines made stops in the town, and the Exchange was a major stop through which produce from Virginia's Shenandoah Valley got to its consumers. There were no dining cars on trains back then, and some very business-minded African-American women spotted an opportunity and seized it. They weren't permitted to work at the Exchange, as well as many other businesses in town, so they made money in front of the hotel, serving hungry passengers fried chicken, pies, biscuits, and other goodies. So, Ms. Gail, you're a descendant of these amazing ladies.
Yes, sir.
Tell me a little bit about what you know about your family's history.
It goes back to my aunts. Well, to me, the famous person was my aunt Mildred Cooper. We call her Melly. And it goes back to my other aunts, Aunt Gladys. And I still say our family started the history, really, of the chicken fest.
The Waiter Carriers chicken and other cuisine was so good that passengers would wait until Gordonsville to eat, and the route became known as the Chicken Bone Express. Many of these formerly enslaved women achieved a substantial degree of financial independence. They even bought and owned their own houses from selling fried chicken. Bella Winston, a former waiter carrier, when speaking about the home they lived in, said, "My mother paid for this place with chicken legs." A true testament to the economic empowerment and independence gained by these women. What is the legacy of these entrepreneurs?
They are continuing to let people know the proper way of cooking this chicken. And that's why we still have the youth that's coming up. They're also learning the recipe. They're keeping that same recipe that their parents gave them. So it's good to see.
The Gordonsville Waiter Carriers sold food all the way up until the 1920s and 30s. However, their legacy still lives on through the entrepreneurship of their descendants. So the next time you find yourself in Orange County, make sure to stop in for some fried chicken, but also check out the hidden history of Gordonsville, Virginia.